brings up second.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up
from just shy of midfield. Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for... Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Second down and goal. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. Super Bowl. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 56 yards on the ground. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's Kareth White on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he's going to... Get a solid gain of 9 before a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Elliott, toss right.
At their 48-yard line.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 15. 36 yards on the play. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a shot taken on third. Down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is... Going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for James.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 10. Steelers 8.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And off off his back foot. He'll heave this one deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with counter. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Sliding out of it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Chris Boswell on for the play.
No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it to the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 65 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Connor going to try and run it, and he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 21, Ezekiel.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Past the 20, touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start the drive with Connor. Space to maneuver at the 40. As a get this one up to the 44-yard line.
That's good for a Pittsburgh.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now the third-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
That is no good.